The story started with a man named Vicente coming to the house of the two children to tutor them with their schoolworks. The family, especially the mother, trusted Vicente wholeheartedly, for they think that the man was always so gentle, so kind, and there was nothing to fear with when he is around. When Vicente came earlier than usual one evening, the children immediately put their lesson down, sharing stories to him about his classmates, being envy with the pencils he gave them. The children wanted Vicente to buy them more pencils. Then, Oscar was asked by Vicente to get a glass of water. Vicente held the little girl up lightly in his arms and helped to sit down on his lap. The little girl felt uncomfortable and kept squirming. Vicente's face was wet with sweat and his eyes looked strange. The girl jumped away from Vicente. The mother saw what has happened. He slapped Vicente and threw him out of the house. The theme of the story is about women empowerment. It is vital to sustainable development and the realization of human rights for all. So as women, we should not let men make us feel inferior by showing our strengths and capabilities. Finally, we, women, must always remember that without us, men cannot live and bring out the best in them and maximize their potentials.
Nung 10 years old ako, may helper sa school, naka-close ng maraming student sa school namin, including me and my sister. Nasa 20 plus na siguro yon. One time, nung may practice kami sa school para sa sinalihan naming group contest, habang pinapanood namin yung practice video namin sa principal's office, kasama namin yung helper na yun sa school. And nakaakbay siya na payakap sa akin habang nanonood kami kasama yung advisor namin, which is yung coach namin for that contest. Wala namang mali siya sa akin yun noon since bata pa lang ako, and ganun siya halos lahat ng sa babae naka-close niya sa school. Then one time, sa klase namin ng character education kay ma'am, nabanggit niya as an example sa topic yung nangyari na yon, pero hindi niya naman sinabi kung sino sa amin. Sabi lang niya na maging aware kami sa mga taong lumalapit sa amin dahil minsan, kung walang mali siya sa amin yung ginagawa nila, sa kanila meron. Nagtataka pa kaming lahat kung sino yung tinutukoy ni ma'am pagkatapos ng klase. Tapos, pagdating ng uwian, napadaan ako sa room namin tapos tinawag ako ni ma'am. Sabi niya sa akin na ako daw yung tinutukoy niya kanina. Alam naman daw niyang walang mali siya sa akin yun, pero baka daw dun sa helper meron. So, nilayuan ko na lang. Sinabi din niya kay Papa yung nangyari dahil pati din daw kay ate ko. Ganon din yung helper na yun, kaya simula nun, hindi na namin siya nilalapitan. Kahit bago yun, close talaga namin siya.
Sexual harassment. It happened to both genders. However, of case is a great department. 3 out of 5 women in Metro Manila has experienced sexual harassment at least once in their lifetime. Women stay silent after being harassed due to their fear of victim shaming. 58% of all cases happen on the streets.
Ginawa ko after ng incident, kinausap ko yung magulang ko kasi ginagawa din ng helper yun sa ate ko. Simula nun, hindi na kami lumapit sa kanya at mas naging aware ako sa mga kilos at paligid ko. At first, syempre nagulat ako kasi hindi ko naman iniisip yun in that way. Pero after sa akin sabihin ni ma'am, naisip ko din naman na hindi nga pala talaga tama at normal yung kilos niya sa mga estudyante. Kaya sinunod ko na lang si ma'am at yung mga magulang ko.
I learned not to commit easily. There's nothing wrong in trusting someone who is very gentle and kind.
I learned that not all people around you are trustworthy, that some people earn your trust because they have agenda. I also learned that even if you know a person for a very long time, as long as she or he never opened to you, you still doesn't know who they are.
What I learned from the story is that we shouldn't trust people easily. No matter how kind they are, no matter how good they are, and no matter how approachable they are to us, don't give your trust easily. Because another thing that I learned is that not all people who say you have good intentions. Sometimes they just want something from you. We shouldn't judge people easily, but we also shouldn't trust them immediately.
I learned that the story does not only point out to the mother, but to all women who finally had the strength to rise up against male abuse.
Not all women have the guts of speaking up every time this incident happens. They are more likely to choose to be blind than to make it stop by doing an action. The story gives the honor to the mother for standing up against the violence and providing that women are more than just a thing to look down on. I can apply it in the way of deeply knowing the person before trusting him or her in order to be safe.
I should not trust anyone but those people I know better. And also, if they want to be friends or close to me, they should earn my trust first, or should they prove their stuff to me, that they don't have a hidden agendas.
This can be applied by simply being more careful with people around us, because even the people who are really close to us are capable of doing bad things to us. So what more if it's just a person we don't know personally or we just met?
Never ever trust anyone so easily, because sometimes we may not know that it can do something bad in the first place that can cause a big impact to our life.
We should always stand for what we believe is right. Spreading awareness regarding this matter can help a lot of people who are in the same ground and experiencing these things to speak and be heard. I understand the side of a child. She has no idea, but I can't imagine them become the victim of harassment.
I realized that before you make close to people around you, make sure that he is trustworthy, because some people earn your trust and break it, or because they want something from you. Distance yourself to those people like them. Trust only those people who you know better.
After hearing her answers, I realized that people can be really dangerous sometimes. They can be smiling at you at the moment and doing something wrong at the same time without you even knowing or realizing it. That's why, just like what I said before, we shouldn't really give our full trust, especially to people we just met, no matter how good and kind they appear to us.
I realized that it's hard to fight if you don't have those evidence from what happened to you, but you should speak up for what is your right.
We should never give our trust to a stranger, no matter how gentle and kind they look. Do not trust easily. Trust is a word that is similar to respect, but it is not simply given to you or somebody right away. If I am in the same situation, I will be good in observing to prevent that situation of harassment.
If I were in her situation, I will stay away from that person, because it's not good to see him being close to someone, especially when it's younger than him. And also, it's not comfortable seeing his arm on the shoulder of a young girl, because I believe that harassment starts from a simple gesture.
If I was in that position, I would also immediately stay away from that person the moment I realized what happened, just like what the person who interviewed did. Because if I don't, that would only continue and I wouldn't want the same thing to happen again. I would also be more observant and attentive with how the people around us act around us.
If I was in her situation, I'd probably stay away from him, because it feels so uncomfortable knowing that someone you didn't truly know is so close to you.
If this kind of situation happens to me, I think I would probably do the same like the mother did on the story. She fight for her innocent daughter and I should fight for my rights because we are the only one who can prevent it. And as a woman, we should not lose hope in this kind of situation. We should fight for ourselves.
Sexual harassment is not a joke.
It is a prevalent issue that the country has been facing for a very long time.
It takes a lot of courage for one to speak of.
It also states that you are not alone. Speak up your voice.